Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Divinity TV. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a story of mine. Going to go into my past a little bit and get real with you guys about how I managed to lose 35 pounds and how I managed to even get into this health and fitness lifestyle that I'm in right now. Let me tell you this right now. Anybody who's ever told you that you can't do it, or that you'll just gain the weight back, or that you won't be able to make it, they're lying to you. There is a way to do it. It doesn't have to be that intimidating. It doesn't have to be that hard. There are tips, there are tricks to get you there, and I'm going to teach you guys all of them today. So stick with me to the end of this video, and I hope you guys get inspired. I hope you guys get a little motivated. Let's get to it. Just a little intro to tell you guys, I'm not about to tell you guys about any diets, things like this. This is something real. I would not be telling any of this to you guys if I didn't believe it 100%, if it didn't work for me, and if I didn't do it personally. So I'm telling you right now, this is something that can work for everyone. This helped me jumpstart my weight loss and help me get into fitness and a healthy lifestyle so that I could stay motivated because I saw results immediately. And I think that's the biggest thing. People are always saying, that you have to be patient. Yeah, and you do. It's going to take time. I got from this to this in 4 years. But it doesn't mean that I didn't already start seeing results and kept myself, and that kept me going. That kept me motivated from very early on. So I'm going to teach you guys the tricks. I'm going to teach you guys how I managed to do it. And hopefully you can do it even faster than me. So let's get to the story time. This was back in middle school, high school, all of it. My whole childhood. I was the type of kid, man. I had some bad cravings. Bad habits, health-wise, food-wise. I was definitely kind of a weird kid. You're going to think I'm really weird for saying this, man, but I didn't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate. Look, I like white chocolate. Everybody always says that's gross, but I like white chocolate. But I don't like any type of brown. I'm brown, and I don't like brown chocolate. I like white chocolate. I never liked candies, all those gummies and all that, except for Tootsie Rolls. I like Tootsie Rolls, but I never liked candies. I didn't really eat too much bread or nothing. I like pastas and all that, but I didn't really, and especially I didn't like Coke, sodas, any of that. Any type of carbonated drink, I think is gross. It was never for me. Look, I love milk. Anybody who knows me too, you think that's weird, but I'll go to a restaurant and I will always order milk. I don't care what everybody else is drinking. I don't care the looks I get. I love milk, man. But the one thing that I loved was sugar. I love sugar. I love all types of sweets, anything sweet. I could eat it all day, man. I would eat sugar straight out the box.
What?
I always used to have one of those rolls of cookie dough in the freezer, and I just take that cookie dough and eat it straight. I know it's gross, but look, that's what I liked. I was a weird kid. That's all right. Unique. Anybody who calls you weird, man, it's unique. Get some confidence with it. Who cares, man? Who cares if everybody thinks you weird? Be unique. Be yourself. The problem was I got to late middle school, early high school, even mid-high school, and I started running into some health problems. Because I drank all that milk, my doctor was telling me that I was actually almost anemic. When I tell you I only drank milk, I only drank milk all the time. I just told you about all those sugar cravings I would always have. And so that got me pre-diabetic. I was borderline diabetic, and diabetes runs into my family too. So I didn't want to become diabetic, obviously, but it was definitely a problem I was struggling with. It was a point where I was almost diabetic. And so, my doctor was telling me I got to change some habits. I got to drink more water, eat less sugar, things like this. But when you would think that it would be those things almost diabetic, almost anemic. You would think that those would be the things that would make me want to change. Like they were kind of just like, hello, wake up, like, but it wasn't. And that's what really, when I look back on it, that kind of just fascinates me that didn't do it for me, but it didn't. Back then too, I was still around 5. I grew a few inches since then. I was still around 5'10", 5'11"-ish. No, probably around 5'10" by the end of high school. But I was around 190, 195. It wasn't healthy. I wasn't necessarily obese, but I was definitely overweight. There was a point finally when I got to the summer before my senior year of high school. And this is just now 4 years ago. I went on the scale, in my bathroom scale. Now look, mind you, I was around 190, 195-ish, but I never broke the 200 mark. And I see 207. And like I said, man, you would think that it would be the pre-diabetes. I didn't become diabetic, thank God, but you would think that it would be like the pre-diabetes or almost becoming anemic that would hit me. But it wasn't until I saw 207 on that scale that it really hit me. That scared me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I had never seen above 200. And not only above 200, I kind of broke it with like, I went way past 200. Like I was nearing 210. And it completely baffled me because the last time I stepped on the scale a month ago, I was still back at 195. So I was like 207. That was my highest weight I've ever seen. I've never seen that. And I've never seen it since. And I decided, you know what, no, this has got to change. Not only that, too, like I said, I had a bad relationship with clothes. I would go and I would get the size 36 pants and they'd already be looking like some skinny jeans by the time I get home. I got to that 36 and it was hard for me because I didn't want to go up another pant size. I just came up one pant size. I don't want to go up to 38 now. And I will never forget this, man. I went to Sears and I got a size 38 pants because my pants were just not fitting again, those 36. And I got the 38. I gave in. I got a pair. But the one thing, after I saw that 207, I never put that pair of pants on. I never wanted to. Because the second I put on that pair of 38s, it was like I was going to accept I was above 200 and I would accept that I was at that 38 waist plus and I would never look back. So I didn't put them on and I never did. I never wore them. I don't think I ever, no, not even I don't think. I never wore them. Now look, anybody who knows me though, I love my TV. So I was watching some TV one day. At this point, my mindset was I'm looking for something, but I didn't want to do one of those diets because, all those diets like, they have the water diet where you're just basically drinking water for like a week. That's ridiculous. And all these other type of diets, they're crazy. Don't be doing these diets, man, because a diet's not going to do it for you. You're going to lose that 10 pounds and then right after you're done with it, you're just going to gain it right back. It's ridiculous. So I knew I didn't want to do a diet because I had heard of so many stories, people just gain the weight right back. I didn't want it. I knew the schedule by heart. Till 4 a.m., I knew every single TV show that'd be going, and then I'd wake up, and I love my daytime TV shows. I knew every single one that'd be coming on. I love my Price is Right, my Let's Make a Deal. I love my Wendy Williams. Ooh, my girl Wendy. And Steve Harvey. I love Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac. Those are my two favorite comedians all time. And Steve Harvey has his show. His talk show, his daytime talk show. So I used to watch his talk show since the beginning, man. Since season 1. Then one day, this woman comes on named JJ Smith. And she was coming on to tell about a book that she had just written called The 10-Day Green Smoothie Cleanse. And I got the book right here. I'm going to tell you guys all about it. Because this is what changed my life right here. This is what got me into health and fitness. And like I said, I would never tell you guys anything that didn't actually work for me, that didn't actually do the job. I would never lie about this. I'm not getting any type of sponsorship money or nothing. JJ, if you would like to sponsor me, hit me up. I'm definitely not gonna, deny that. I'll be talking about your book all day because I'm gonna tell you right now, it changed my life. And this isn't some diet. I would never advertise some diet because, like I said, I was looking for something that would actually work, that would have lasting results. So I was definitely fascinated by this. I was a little curious, but I wasn't necessarily sold at first. I didn't really believe it. I thought maybe it's just another one of those diets. But by the end of it, I was like, okay, let me just check it out. So I go online, I get the book. I think it was like $10. It wasn't very much. So I go online, I get the book. And I wanted to just read about it, see how it was, and try it out. What it is, you're making these smoothies every day, and she has recipes for each of the 10 days, where it's around, half spinach, kale, some type of green, and for half fruits, and then a bunch of water. You're gonna be drinking water throughout the whole thing. The thing is, these smoothies will give your body all the nutrients it needs to be able to function properly and to really get your body working. But at the same time, this cleanse jumpstarts you. And that's what I needed. Like I said, I was looking for something that could jumpstart me, that I could see some type of results, because I think the hardest thing is for people to be patient. And everybody always says you got to be patient with it. It's going to take time. Maybe you're just seeing like 1 to 2 pounds come off every week, and it can be kind of disheartening, especially if you gain those 1 to 2 pounds back the next couple days. The biggest thing that can hold you back is the scale. Don't look at the scale, because you want the results. You want to know how your body's reacting to this. The thing is, though, what this does is it jumpstarts you into the health and fitness lifestyle, and it jumpstarts your weight loss, gives you those results so that it helps you motivate. And so I started doing the cleanse. The first couple days is always the hardest, because you're used to your old cravings, your old habits, but then you got a little bit of hunger pains. But what really started to sell me was by the 4th and 5th day, I was getting so much more energy. I woke up, I had energy for the whole day. I felt awake, I felt alive. I wanted to go to the gym. When I went to the gym, I had energy to do it. I was working out. I started losing the weight. By day 5, I was already losing on 5 pounds. And I got to, by the time I was day 10, I had lost 10 pounds. But the biggest thing that I did not believe at first when I started reading this thing, but by the end of it, I was absolutely believing in it, was that I lost the cravings for my old foods and my old bad habits that had got me into all this trouble in the first place. And I didn't think that would happen. I really didn't. I was feeling a lot healthier. I was more accepting and more open to accept healthier foods to help me keep going. Because when you see something like this after 10 days that you already lost 10 pounds, it keeps you extremely motivated to keep going. So what I did was I did that first cleanse. It took me 10 days. Now it's going to explain in the book, but you want to give your body time to reacclimate itself and really get back into eating solid foods and stabilize, because your body has to stabilize so that you don't end up gaining that body weight back immediately. And because that's always the hardest thing to do, because you're just going to get right back into it. Oh, I would love to eat that rotisserie chicken. Let me just get all the skin off it, all the fat, all the grease, some pizzas, some burgers, whatever it is. And yes, you can still eat some of that stuff. I'm not saying you're not going to. Like I said, this is a weight loss journey. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. You're going to be going through it. But this helps you get a jump start. And that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to tell you here. It gives you a starting point, something that you can work with to help you stay motivated, to keep losing that weight, and to keep staying into this healthy lifestyle. So what happened was, I had that first cleanse. I waited about a month, and then I did one more. I did a whole nother cleanse. It's usually 10 days, but you can do this cleanse for like 7 days, for 5 days. You can do it for however long you want, really. Depends how much results you want to see. I think the second time I only did 8 days, because by the end of it, I kind of lost a little motivation, but I got to the 8 days and I was still going on pretty good. I still lost about 9 pounds-ish. I waited another month. Gotta let your body stabilize, like I said. And I did one more cleanse. I lost another 10 pounds. So by the end of this, I was already about 3.5 to around 4 months in. And I already lost 30 pounds in that time. Around 35 pounds. I had gone from that 207, like I was saying, that was my highest weight. I'd never seen that before. And I got to a point, my lowest was 170. And when I hit that one, you have to understand like how good that feels, because the biggest thing in trying to lose weight when you're doing weight loss, you know, when you're going through this journey, is not being able to see results and feeling like you're wasting all this time. But when I saw that, man, like I hadn't seen 170 since, like I said, I hit 207 the summer before my senior year of high school. I hadn't seen 170 since was it freshman, sophomore year-ish? It had been a couple years since I had seen 170. And when I saw 170, man, I knew that something was up. I knew that this was working. And it helped me stay extremely motivated to keep going, because now there was no way I was going back. I was healthy again. All those health problems were going away. I was feeling good. I had way more energy. I was going to the gym. I was getting myself fit, looking good. I was seeing the results too. My pants were fitting better. Like I told you, I never wore that size 38. I never did. I would never. But forget about the 36. I was going down to 34. And now I'm down to 32. So by the time it is, I'm seeing all these results going on. I'm getting new clothes. I'm feeling good about myself. You know, my stomach is gone. My butt is shrinking, because I always had a big butt. I had the biggest butt in the school. Nah. See, there was this one girl. I'm not going to say her name. But we were at assembly one time. We were comparing. We were like, who has the biggest butt in the school? This girl, I think she kind of beat me out a little bit. But I was basically but should that even be a thing? What guy is ever in the running for biggest butt in the school? I'm not gonna lie to you though. There was a lot of ups and downs. And in the 3.5 years after I lost that 35 pounds, there are a lot of up and downs. Dominoes is still one of my biggest weaknesses. You're gonna have times where you're gonna slip, where you might gain a quick 5 pounds back, because you might go through a whole week where you lose motivation, and maybe you're going through things in your life too where it's like both things combined, it's just too much to handle, and you just want to eat. And you know, eating can be a solution for a lot of people in terms of just trying to cover up your problems as well. You know, you may be dealing with something, and so you turn to food in order to kind of fill that void. And I understand that. You have to understand, I understand that completely, because there are many times that I have slipped. There are many times where I've gone back and gained 5-10 pounds like that. You know, it's so easy to gain weight. You can gain 5-10 pounds in a week like nothing. But to lose weight is the hardest part. So I got to a point where I'm finally feeling good about myself. I was down to 170. By that time, I was about, 5'11", around 6 feet. Now I'm about 6'1". I'm at like 6.5", like 6 feet, half inch. But if a girl's gonna ask me, I might have to say 6'1", I have to, come on, man, it's 6'1". But, and now I'm at about 185. Ever since, I've gained around 15 to 20 pounds of muscle since, and I've just been going to the gym, staying fit, trying to really keep it up, because the weight is off, and all I have to do is just keep a steady, stable balance in my life. And it's been a long journey. There have been a lot of ups and downs, like I told you, but the biggest thing is, like I said, man, this book changed my life. This book changed my life. So thank you, JJ Smith, for writing this book, because this book really changed my life. And I want to just tell you guys there's something you can do too. Because really it is. It doesn't have to be that hard. And it's definitely something attainable. You can do it. So good luck on your weight loss journeys, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below your results, your journey, how things are going for you. If you like this video, hit me up with a like. I'm also be coming up with a video about this book specifically, to kind of go more in depth about it and kind of explain more, to help you guys really get those results I know you guys are looking for. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be coming up with plenty more not just fitness and health and lifestyle, but also plenty more fun videos too. I kind of want to just have a lot of fun with this channel, like I've been saying. Hit that post notification bell right next to the subscribe button too, so that you can get notified every time that I post a new video. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.